Welcome students. In this lecture session we will discuss sales personnel, features of a good sales personnel, then the functions performed by sales personnel, followed by the motivational factors which are used by the various business organization in order to motivate their sales team or sales personnels. Sales personnel are the employees within the sales department of business organizations whose main motive or objective is to sell goods and services to the customers. So we can say that the sales personnel form a vital link between the business organization and its customers. So they should possess a specialized or a complete knowledge regarding the company in which they are employed, about the product which they are selling. Apart from this, they should also have knowledge regarding the taste and preferences of the customer they are serving. They should be proficient in communication skills in order to convince the customers. We can say they should be multitasking people. The successful functioning of a sales department mainly depends upon the level of working and efficiency of its sales personnel. So in this highly competitive working environment, a person with the best qualities can prove to be a successful sales personnel. These are some of the qualities or the features of good salesmen or sales personnel. Impressive personality. A sales personnel should have a good appearance. He should be well dressed, as this pleasing personality of a sales personnel will always assist him during his interactions with the customers. The next is sound health. A salesperson has to work hard to generate sales and convince customers. He also had to travel a lot, so he should possess a sound health. Next is mental qualities. A good salesperson should possess certain mental qualities like imagination, self-confidence, ability to take initiative, sharp memory and alertness, so that he should be able to judge and understand the needs and the preferences of the customers. Next is integrity. A good sales personnel should possess the qualities of honesty and integrity, as he has to gain the confidence of the customer. A sales personnel should always be loyal both to an employer and to a consumer. Next is polite. A salesperson should be cooperative with everyone, as a good behavior enables the sales personnel to win a confidence of the customers. So he should answer all the customer queries politely. Next comes the ability to persuade. A salesman should be good in communication skills so that he can influence the customer. He should be able to convince him to buy a particular product or a brand. Next is the flexibility. The sales personnel should interact with the customer by having a flexible approach. That is, he should try to persuade different customers with different reasons or by giving different facts. Next is patience and perseverance. A sales personnel comes across different types of customers. Some of them purchase nothing but ask plenty of irrelevant questions about various brands and products. Under such situations, he should always give a patient hearing to them and should solve all their queries. And the last and the most important one is that the sales personnel should have a complete knowledge about the product, company and the customer. He should know about the taste and the preferences of the customer he is serving, and he should have a complete knowledge about the company for whom he is working. Apart from this, he should know about the design, color, the contents, materials and the production techniques involved in the making of that particular product which he is selling to a customer. So in the end, we can say that he should properly assess the requirements of the customer and should be capable of tackling various types of customer queries related to selling. So these are some of the important features, or we can say qualities of a good sales personnel. The duties and responsibilities of a sales personnel differ from one business to another, depending upon the nature of business, depends upon the sales policies of the business, size of a business, or a type of a product. However, there are certain duties and responsibilities which are common to all types of business. You might have noticed sales personnel performing these functions or duties whenever you visit various shops or retail stores. So the first one is selling. So this is a fundamental duty of a salesman, and this includes meeting a prospective customer, then presenting and demonstrating the products and inducing them to buy that particular product. The next is guiding the buyers in buying the goods they want to buy. Next is billing. We have often seen the salesman or the sales personnel standing near the cash counters, which help in getting our goods billed. Then is collection of bills. Sometimes sales personnel may be required to collect the outstanding bills relating to some products or the goods sold by the company. Next is collection of credit information. A sales personnel may be required to collect information about the credit worthiness of the customers. Most of the banks collect the information regarding the credit worthiness of the customers who apply for various types of loans. Next comes reporting. A salesman, especially a traveling sales personnel, is required to send a daily, weekly or a monthly report to his sales department, which provides the information about the various efforts done by the sales personnel in achieving the sales. It also highlights the competition, the various expenses occurred during this process. The next is organizing. Sales personnel is required to organize a tour program. He has to prepare a route or a time schedule of his tour so that he should systemize his various efforts of achieving the sales. Then is attending the sales meeting. Sales personnel has to attend the sales meeting, which is convened by his sales manager or his department at periodic intervals to discuss various issues related to sales policies and sales promotional activities. Then there is a touring. A salesperson has to undertake tours to cover the sales territories which are assigned to him. And next comes the product displays. The indoor or the outdoor or the window display of products should be done in a manner that should look attractive to the customers and induce them to buy those products. So this display of products is also a duty of a salesman. The sales personnel also has to arrange the packing of the sold goods, and he had to deliver those packages to the buyers. Next is the promoting company image. So sales personnel builds the company image and promote goodwill among the customers by serving the customer in a best possible manner. So we can say that a good customer service also builds the customer confidence and promotes the customer loyalty towards a particular brand or a product. Then is recruitment and training. So recruitment and training of new salesmen is also done by the sales personnel. So this is basically a HR function of a sales personnel. Then is working with the middleman. So sales personnel establish direct relations with the middleman, distributors, wholesalers, and collect information from them and pass it on to their organizations. So this information can be related to some kind of sale orders or a feedback regarding the quality or a price of any particular product. Then is problem finding. This involves sales personnel into probing and finding the cause of any problem. The problem can be related to why a customer often changes a product or a brand, or why a customer is loyal to a particular brand. So it also involves finding solution to various problems, like why the competition is performing very well as compared to your own product. And the last is attending to the complaints. A sales personnel should attend all kinds of complaints of customers and should immediately try to settle their grievances as quickly as possible. So we can say that sales personnel are the important link between or a vital link between the business organization and the customers. So these are some of the important duties, functions, or we can say are the main responsibilities of the sales personnel. So after discussing the features and the duties of a sales personnel, now let's discuss various types of sales personnels. Basically, the sales personnels can be grouped or divided into two types. First one is order takers and second are the order creators. So let's first discuss the order takers. So these are the sales personnel who do not persuade the customers to buy a particular product or increase the quantity of purchase. Their only motive is to book the customer orders and pass on that information to the relevant department of the company. These can further be divided into three types. First one is inside order takers. So these are simply the sale assistants who receive payments and pass on the goods to the customers. Then is the delivery sales people whose primary concern is to deliver the products to the customers. And the third are the outside order takers. So these are the sales people who visit the customers on their request in order to take their orders. Nowadays, the outside order takers are replaced by telemarketing teams who often call the customers and book their respective orders. And the second type of sales personnel are the order creators. The main objective of these are to convince customers to buy the company's product. They need to understand the customer's requirements, their behavior and their taste, so that they are able to convince them in their buying decisions. So these are further of two types. First is missionary people. The best example are the medical representatives or the MRs who visit the doctors not in order to increase the sales but to educate about the product or to build a goodwill of their company. And the second and the most important are the order getters. So these are the frontline sales people whose typical job is selling. They help or assist the customer in their purchase decisions. As we know, motivation is the process that produces a goal-oriented behavior in an individual. And the motivation of sales personnel is one of the most difficult problems that is faced by the sales manager in a business organization. So in order to motivate his sales team or a sales personnel, the sales manager use the following sales motivators. These can be best remembered by an acronym MOTIVE, where M stands for money, O for opportunity, T for teamwork, I for independence, V for visibility, and E for excellence. Let's discuss these one by one. First one is money. So as we know that money is an important financial motivator for sales personnel. Money can be in the form of sales incentive, bonus, increments. The traveling or the phone allowances are also part of financial motivators. Then is opportunity. Many sales personnel are driven by opportunity. So the business organization should give opportunities to their sales personnel to perform. An environment that offers opportunities should be developed within every business organization. Then is teamwork. Some of the sales personnel are motivated by the social aspect of being part of the team, and they always contribute towards team success. And their output levels are also more, or they perform better when they are part of any team. Next is independence. While we have seen that some sales personnel are motivated by teamwork, many sales personnel prefer to be self-motivated. So these kind of sales personnel should be given more responsibilities and authorities so that they can achieve better results. Their performance increases with more responsibility and authority. Then is visibility, recognition and appreciation even of small efforts in front of everyone provide a great motivation to sales personnel. And the last is excellence. So excellence means that the person takes a great pride in achieving the personal and professional expectations. So if you are convinced that your sales personnel are capable of achieving their goals, then you should tell them, as this will reinforce their desires and this will motivate them to achieve their goals. They perform better when you motivate your team members. So we can say identifying these factors using this acronym MOTIVE will help the sales managers in motivating his sales team or the sales personnel. These are some of the motivational techniques or the methods which are used by various business organizations in order to motivate their sales personnel. First one is sales contest. The main aim of these contests is to increase sales, to develop a team spirit and boost the morale of their sales personnel. They also develop a sense of competition among the sales personnel. The successful sales personnel are awarded with cash incentive or a certificate of merit. Then are the annual journal meetings or the conventions. So this is a kind of group motivation where all employees meet at a place, they exchange their ideas and opinions. So sales personnel have a close touch with their fellow workers and executive, which help in solving their problems and developing new ideas and policies. Then is appreciation. So appreciation in the form of titles such as Salesman of the Month or a medal or a appreciation also help in encouraging the sales personnel to perform better. Then is promotions and transfers. So promotions and transfers are based on their performance. The people who achieve the targets are promoted and transferred to their preferred locations. Then comes the personal communication. So it is always good for a sales manager to write a personal letter to the salesman, as this two-way flow of ideas or feelings assist in boosting the morale of the sales personnel. And next is the freedom or the independency. The sales personnel should be permitted to do his job in his own pattern. They should not be controlled at high degree. So when a sales manager gives more responsibility to a salesman, the performance of the sales personnel or the salesman are better. The results are good. Then is the sharing of timely information. Whenever new product is introduced or a policy is changed, the sales personnel must be informed in advance. Some of the business organizations publish various magazines or bulletins which are meant for the sales personnel and contain all the latest informations related to the company. So these are the motivational techniques which are used by various business organizations. So this was all in the introduction lecture related to sales personnel. In the next lecture session, we will discuss the recruitment and selection of sales personnel, followed by the training and development of the sales personnel. So these are some of the important questions related to this lecture session. Thank you.